We're live.
We made it. And actually, it seems like this is working better.
Oh, great. And now we are on Anchor, which is a podcasting app. And it's so funny because for the other streams, I had my Anchor on the whole time, even though we were having like little conversations in between.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's funny. Okay, that should probably be edited.
Yeah.
Erase everything. So, probably many of your very loyal fans are wondering why exactly we're wearing glasses. And the reason is because we were talking about it, and because Antifa keeps cutting off our live streams,
Yep.
we feel like we might be about to be acid attacked.
Yeah, it's really scary. We're actually legitimately scared about being acid attacked. Daniel, the nice thing about going with Daniel to this free speech rally is that if anything happens, I could just put Daniel as a human
in front of
shield
me.
in front
So
of you.
earlier, Pardes did call dibs on all of my worldly possessions in case Antifa kills me. So she might actually be coordinating with them now. Those glasses are so big that you can see the giant light in them, and it looks like your eyeballs. See it?
Yeah.
That's amazing. That was not planned.
So it looks like we're on two different cameras because we were having problems with our earlier stream.
Prism.
So we had to basically break it up for the different, and unfortunately we're not on Twitch.
That's
so
okay.
Whoever's
Sorry,
on Twitch,
we just talked about how much we love Twitch, and then it died.
Yeah, we jinxed it.
That's okay.
So we're only on Periscope and YouTube. If you're on Periscope, definitely check out my YouTube channel. And if you're on YouTube, I just want to say I love you very much. Yes.
That's right.
And so we had a first topic. Our first topic that we had before we had all these live streaming issues was Antifa. Antifa, they're gonna there's a free speech rally happening this weekend in Washington, D.C., Freedom Plaza, and it's in honor of free speech, right? Who's organizing it?
Adriana DeCiccio. Yeah, I don't know.
And
but
who are the notable guests?
So Ali.
And speakers.
Ali's gonna be there. Mike Cerna.
Speak?
Ali is the MC of the whole event.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Ali is MCing it. Mike will be there, Mike Cernovich. Milo will be there. Roger Stone. There's Laura Loomer will be there. One of my favorite people.
Wow, so all these people, and so, okay.
Yeah.
So basically so this is what's making
Joe Biggs will be there.
Joe Biggs?
Yeah, Joe Biggs was at least on the list, and Joe was banned from
Joe was
Twitter.
banned from Twitter shit? Yeah, why was he banned?
I'd seen some stuff about that Joe had written that I think some people perceived as controversial about Antifa. So he was talking about Andy No, which we talked about on the last stream,
journalist
who was attacked, and Joe was basically calling out Antifa, and then he was banned. Well, it was really actually a really weird situation because I started getting pinged because he had been de-verified on Twitter, and then they banned him. So I was kind of like, why do you take someone's blue check mark away before you ban them?
Right.
That just feels petty to me. So I feel like it definitely was political. But Joe will be there. Jack Posobiec will be there. Who else?
Who are these?
Do you know any of these people?
Oh, Will Witt.
Will Witt will be there.
He's a guy who does videos.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a really packed lineup of people actually. So it'll be really
Salads.
Yeah, Joey Salads will be
Gavin
there.
McInnes.
Gavin.
Is that Deanna?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Ashton. She's gonna be one of the speakers?
Apparently, she's on the list.
Wow.
And I don't know who that is because I accidentally cut his name off. I apologize to whoever you are. So anyway, lots of people, lots of controversial people. But the thing that unites all these people, and a lot of these people have different political views, but the thing that unites all of them is that they have been erased from the internet.
Yep.
It's very sad.
They've all been banned in one form or another.
Right.
And the reason for that is really, I think their alliances. I think that's what it comes down to, right?
Right. I think it's alliances, and I think that you know, the thing that all of these people have in common is that free speech is the one thing that unites all of them. But not just free speech in like a big grandiose way, but free speech specifically when it comes to social media companies. And it's been interesting to see social media giants like Facebook and who owns Instagram as well, and then Twitter actually ban these people suspiciously before the event happens.
Yeah, right
Isn't that
before
kinda
this
crazy?
right before the free speech event.
Right, right. Yeah, these are all influential people who are being silenced. So we will be there trying to avoid acid with our amazing glasses.
Yes.
And
we're gonna wear these.
I actually am wearing these glasses to the thing. I'm like legitimately afraid that they're gonna
like pour acid in our eyes.
Yeah. So there's like a lot of talk about security.
You know, we can go to CVS and they have these glasses that like it's like suction. You know, it closes your whole eyes.
Yeah, but I would see if I'm gonna get acid burned, I want to look decent before I get acid burned. I don't want to be wearing high school science class goggles.
I will wear like a full on.
I'm extra enough.
I will wear full on like I'm gonna wear gloves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wear gloves and I'm gonna have really my whole face like an astronaut thing. I mean, I don't even know how else
like
to do
a spacesuit.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great idea.
I just I'm not taking risks.
Hazmat suits, that's right. Yvonne remembers.
Yeah. Where do we get hazmat suits from?
I don't know. Yvonne, can you please send us a hazmat suit? Yvonne has connections.
For Saturday?
Yeah. So anyway, that's what we were going to talk about. There's a lot of stuff breaking with that. A lot of things are happening.
It's
that
scary.
I can't talk about, but yeah, it is scary.
What can you say? So Daniel knows a lot. And there are things that are happening. The scary thing that I'm referring to is Antifa. Antifa has a lot planned, and it's not just it's not just like, oh, we think Antifa's gonna come and he's gonna appear. It's like, this is a widespread mass protest or riot that Antifa has planned. It's not just they're coming protests. They're coming armed. They're coming with weapons. Daniel knows a lot more in detail. He's probably can't say everything.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's just been a lot of chatter from different intel groups that have forwarded stuff to me that they're definitely planning something, and I think that they view it in many ways as the natural escalation after what happened to Andy
in Portland, right. Yes. And it's not just word on the street at this point. It's, big organizations are telling their employees not to go. It's, we have friends, got Ashley also.
Yep.
We've got, a bunch of different, big employers are warning their employees about it. Don't be in that area that day. We don't want you getting hurt. And they're really warning people. They've got churches set up for like refuge, in case something happens, you just almost like a natural disaster is about to hit. Almost like war is about to hit.
It is. It's very similar.
It's a real war.
Yeah.
And Tim Pool would always talk about this, how there's like always going to be there's going to be a civil war coming, and everyone would be like, you're crazy. Why would a civil war happen?
Yeah, but everyone always thinks that before a civil war.
Right,
they all think that you're crazy.
And it really does feel like a civil war. I mean, these people are going out on the streets with weapons, ready to fight physically, and the law enforcement isn't doing anything to stop it. I mean, they try, but it's like they're not always gonna. I mean, I feel like police, that's a whole different issue.
Right. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. It'll be interesting to see too, because in some ways, DC is a totally different situation when it comes to event security. DC actually has designated people who handle crisis at protests. They actually have dedicated, systems in place that a lot of other cities don't have. But that doesn't mean that they won't try things. So it'll be interesting.
Alex says we look stunning in these shades.
We do actually, and so we got caught in a rainstorm earlier, and so I was just like, screw it, I'm gonna put my hair straight up.
Yeah, we look
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to talk about you've had your own set of interesting things that have happened regarding some emails.
Oh yes.
That you've gotten.
I was like.
And I feel like emotionally
about
for you, it must have been a roller coaster having all of these
different
men
things.
Sending you emails.
Oh yeah, I've been getting love letters from some high profile people.
Yeah, so tell us about the first one you got.
The first love letter was from a person who claimed to be Michael Avenatti. Also, how do these people have my personal email address? That's what I want to know.
That's a good question.
Because I never posted my personal email address publicly. Anyway.
No one knows it. Like, the president has been trying to get a hold of Pardes' personal email for months or years.
And he just doesn't have it.
Does not have access. So I'm wondering, first of all, the first email you got, what did it say?
Oh, you know what? Let me read it to you. So the first email was allegedly from Michael Avenatti. And let's see what it said. Okay. The headline, the subject line, date, ? Hi Pardes, I don't normally do this, but I just wanted to say that I am very interested in meeting you. Obviously, you know who I am and my track record. Do you think we could meet up in DC for some drinks this weekend? Thank you, Pardes. Hope we can connect. Michael.
Okay, so first question. What was the first thing that ran through your head when you saw this email?
The first thing that ran through my head is...
Were you just excited?
Well, I was excited, not because I thought it was him, but just because I was like, this is cool. I'm getting like a wacky a wacky email. I did think it was a prank because I was like, there's no way that Michael Avenatti has my personal email address and it has to be someone I know who has it. But so I thought it was someone I know, like a prank from someone I know, and probably like a guy in his weird way asking me out, right? But then I saw Michael Avenatti posting on Twitter about it, saying that apparently all sorts of members of the media were getting these emails claiming to be Michael Avenatti. And they were from the same email that I got it from, which was michaeljAvenatti@gmail.com. And so I'm sure this was on some sort of media list. So my personal email address was on some sort of media list. That's what I'm assuming.
Or maybe it was actually Avenatti.
Maybe it was him.
And he panicked after he sent you the love letter.
And then he just decided to send it to everybody
else. He was like, oh, this email account's a fake. And it was because you broke his heart.
Yeah.
Would you date Michael Avenatti?
If he was...
Here we go.
If he was... no, I'll tell you. If he was, not Michael Avenatti, I would date him.
I don't know what that means.
Like, if he wasn't himself.
Okay. So basically what Pardes sounds like she's saying is that she would date whoever the person is that's sending the fake email, but not actually Michael Avenatti.
Probably. Whoever's sending the fake email, if you're watching this, it's probably like a really weird, old dude.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So basically what she's saying is she would rather date a weird old dude than Michael Avenatti. Is that fair to say?
Probably.
Okay.
Yes.
So how heartbroken were you when you saw Michael's tweet?
I was very disappointed. I was like, oh, first of all, I was so excited to post a screenshot on Twitter, and I was like, oh no, now I can't do that because it's already online.
Yeah, because
it's already.
He knew that you were gonna post it, and so he freaked out.
He
and was
decided
like,
to
"This
get
is a
ahead of the
fake
problem."
email account," and it wasn't. It was really him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Would you date someone who was in prison for 400 years?
Yeah. I mean, if they have money left behind.
It kind of sounds
my
like that's the
gosh.
point of the whole thing. Is
Right.
he has taken money and spent it on Ferraris and Porsches.
Yeah,
and
he
stuff.
had to sell his cars though.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
so sad.
He
The
didn't
whole
even
story.
Get to keep those.
I feel really bad for that guy.
Yeah,
it's a sad
don't.
story.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't
No, I don't feel bad at all. I mean, listen, he's like had it out for me and my friends and, you know, stuff before, and when
He's like an angry dude.
Yeah, he's scary. Like, I think he probably beats people. He probably punches kittens.
Probably.
Yeah.
And
he'll probably sue me just for saying that he probably punches kittens. That's my opinion, but
I remember like after remember that Tucker segment where he came on and he was having this like debate with Tucker about Stormy Daniels or whatever, and the Chiron kept calling him creepy porn lawyer.
Oh yeah, that's
and that wasn't even Tucker. That was just
that.
one of Tucker's producers. And
Yeah.
so I was in the studio like while he was walking out.
Uh-huh.
And so like they turn off the camera and he's just yelling at Tucker and he just storms out and just like very angry like, and everyone's like, you know, stepping away. And I was like, wow, like this guy really has a temper.
This is the real inside scoop.
Yeah.
They might call you to testify at his trial now.
Probably. And Tucker was just laughing like his usual self. He was like, I don't know what just happened. He's just so. It's really funny.
That is actually.
Because it wasn't even him. He wasn't even the one who did those chirons.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, you know, I don't know what's. I didn't. I didn't know that it's calling you creepy porn lawyer. And it's like.
I didn't know what that phrase meant.
It's like.
It could have referred to any creepy porn lawyer in the entire United States.
And then some of the chirons were like CPL. Like short for. Do you remember that?
No.
You don't remember that? Oh my god. Daniel? 1 second. I just have to show these to Daniel.
I need to see this.
It's so funny. I can't believe you didn't see it.
First of all, I didn't actually know what the word Chiron meant for a really long time, which is funny for someone who works in politics. But I was just like, why do people keep saying this word? Is this like a drug that people are on? But no, it's apparently a thing.
Somewhere in here.
All right, well, let's see, what are the I can't, like, you're gonna have to take care of the YouTube comments. I'm gonna take care of the Periscope comments because there's just too much happening.
I can't find it.
Okay, that's okay. So we should talk about, it's already so late because of Antifa deleting our Periscope multiple times.
Wait, so my second one, the second.
We need to talk about the second one. And I want to know specifically how your reaction to the second fake love letter was different or the same as Avenatti's.
I'm 100% sure that whoever sent me the Avenatti one also sent the Jacob one.
You think so?
I'm 100% sure because I'm 100% sure.
Okay, so just to recap.
They're both Gmail.
You got an email at what time?
Today at 4:13 p.m. The Avenatti one.
This is breaking news.
The Avenatti one was yesterday
evening. Yeah.
Like around the same time yesterday. And so I'm 100% sure they're coming from the same person because it's the same style, same one-word subject line. This one from Jacob Wohl, allegedly from Jacob Wohl, says hi. And
hi, that's the subject line.
That's the subject line.
Do you think Jacob would use hi as a subject line in literally any email that he has ever sent?
No, it would be something really official, like important, urgent message
The White House.
from the White House.
Nuclear codes contained here within. Jacob is very persuasive, and
powerful...
he would trick you into opening the email.
Yeah, it wouldn't say hi. But anyway, it says hi. And then it says, "Hey, baby,
Wow, Jacob. Jacob, if you're listening, have you ever gotten a message anywhere, even like on Tinder, that opens with "Hey, baby," and you're like, "Oh, this is a person worth talking to"?
Nope.
So whoever you are, 500-pound man sitting in your mother's basement pretending to be Jacob Wohl, "Hey, baby," instantly kills the vibe.
"Hey, baby, I normally date Jewish chicks my age, but I dig you enough to make an exception. How about we meet up after my event, July 6th, and we give the haters something to talk about? Let me know, heart, Jacob."
So there's so much to unpack.
There's a lot that's wrong in here. First of all, this person is definitely an older person, because he's saying my age, and you wouldn't say that about yourself.
Right. And Jacob, how old is Jacob? Jacob's like 22 or something.
He's 20.
Let's look this up. Jacob Wohl is 21 years old.
Yeah.
And you're how old?
26.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to me.
I forgot about her birthday. Okay, so Jacob's 21. You are
26.
What's so funny is that actually when you Google Jacob, one of the photos that comes up is him at a pool shirtless.
That's amazing.
Someone at Google
and he just has like the same
Someone at Google loves Jacob Wohl. Apparently. Okay, so first of all, the first red flag for you sounds like it was my age thing.
Yeah, that was for me. First of all, I normally date Jewish chicks. Like, nobody would say that. Nobody would introduce themselves as saying, "I normally date Jewish chicks."
Yeah. So this is definitely someone who has probably had almost no female interaction in his entire life.
Yeah. And this is someone who this is an internet person. This is like an internet basement person.
Internet basement person.
Older.
I'm gonna put that in my Twitter bio now. I am an internet basement person.
And who is not Jewish. So whoever this is not Jewish, because you wouldn't say Jewish, right? Also, like, I don't think Jacob is exclusively dating Jewish.
I don't know. But Jacob, if you watch this, we need more information.
Yes.
Do you only date Jewish chicks?
I don't think so, because that girl, the blonde, I don't remember her name, but she wasn't Jewish.
I don't know. I'm not well versed in Jacob Wohl's love life.
So anyway, the Jewish thing is immediate red flag. Chicks, nobody says that.
Yeah,
chicks.
But that's like another indication that this person is at least over 50.
Yeah, this person is older, not Jewish, and it doesn't interact a lot with girls.
This person says he only dates Spartans.
Jacob only dates Spartans. That's funny.
Chicks is an old term. Yvonne is right.
And how about we meet up after my event, July 6th? Like...
Okay, first of all, it's not Jacob's event.
Yeah. It's not Jacob's event.
No. Is Jacob...
So whoever's saying this saw the picture of Jacob being in that event thing.
I didn't even remember Jacob being on the thing, was he?
Whoever this is also the same person that did the Avenatti thing. Do you think so?
Probably. So Jacob actually is not on the official attendees list, although I have seen, I think on Telegram that he's going.
So how would this person know that Jacob's, he just assumed?
Antifa. Which is why we're wearing these glasses.
Oh, so you think Antifa's the one who sent this email?
It wouldn't surprise me. But
So
plus,
this
most
because this
Antifa members have no social awareness and they're not hot and they don't know how to talk to women, which is why we are wearing our acid attack glasses tonight to prevent acid attacks from Antifa.
this person has my personal email address. So either they have it's my name. Either they have my personal either they have a media list or something. But like this person has to know me. Has to know enough about me to do this. My personal
Okay, but because is your personal email address on any media list that you know of?
Yeah.
So that's probably where they got it. They probably got it and then sent you one from Avenatti and then sent you one from Jacob.
But this person has to know that this person has to know me personally to say this stuff. You know what I mean? To know how old I am, to know that I'm Jewish.
Well, they can probably Google you and find out how old you are.
But why would they specifically send it to me? Meaning, like,
Because,
there's so many people on their media list.
For those of you who are watching, the thing that Pardes doesn't understand is that everyone in DC knows Pardes, and Pardes gets invited to all of the parties, and you do. And so, like, they probably just naturally assume that you were going to be there.
Okay.
Because you're always everywhere and everyone knows you. So it was kind of a safe bet. Whereas some people that would email it would be kind of a gamble on if they're actually going to be at the event, but they've probably seen your live streams and these Antifa Nazis have probably just pieced two and two together and they're like, there's no way she's not going to be there because all these other people are going to be there. And they're using you as like an attack vector.
Yeah.
And in the process, they're breaking your heart because there's now two
fake love letters that have not been real.
Sad. So how have you gotten real love letters from Twitter followers before?
Yeah, I've gotten real love letters.
See, they know they probably looked at you and they were like, she's definitely gotten real love letters, so we're gonna send her something from Michael and from Jacob. And,
yeah. I mean, it's always great until you feel like, oh no, there's an ulterior motive or they're know too much about my personal life.
Right.
And I think that's like the scariest
Well, the
thing.
good news is like this is all information that they could have gotten from just Googling you or Twitter. Like there's nothing in here that's like that personal.
Right.
And that's good.
But how would they know that I know or have met Jacob?
Well, they may not have known that.
Oh, right. So
right, they could have just been like, they could have just thought, oh, Jacob's probably. I think Jacob's actually talked on Instagram or Telegram or something about being at this event, so they probably thought, and he's in DC all the time from what we see on the internet.
Oh, and I had tweeted about it.
Oh, and the truth comes out.
And so they saw the tweet probably.
Yeah, and they just saw it as an attack vector.
Okay.
Yeah, so they just pieced all this stuff together.
But no. I had tweeted about it afterwards. No, I just remembered. This email was before I had tweeted about it. Yeah, I don't know how they would know. I honestly don't know how they would know. There was no way that they could have known because I hadn't tweeted about it at all until tonight, and that was after I had received the email.
Maybe you have another stalker.
They wouldn't know.
But they're just pretending to be Jacob and Michael. First of all, that's like such a weird combination because those two people hate each other.
Yeah.
So maybe they were trying to, I'm just totally spitballing, but maybe they were trying to like make you choose. Michael.
Choose between Michael Avenatti and Jacob Wohl.
Because those two people hate each other and they're always trying to put each other in jail and sue each other and all this stuff. And obviously, as we know, it appears that Jacob has won quite decisively that battle. So they were trying to make you choose. And that is really the question on many women's mind, is Michael Avenatti or Jacob Wohl?
Yeah. Which way will I go? I don't know. It's very tough decisions. And anyway, so we also mentioned Joe Biggs. What happened
Yeah,
with Joe
so
Biggs?
Joe, we talked about this in a couple of scopes before we were getting cut off.
Yeah.
So Joe, this morning, well, he had been going hard after Antifa after the attack on Andy, and then this morning, he had tweeted some stuff out, and then he lost his verification. And I and a couple other people noticed that Joe had lost his verification. And what was weird was it looked kind of like it maybe hadn't been done correctly. Like maybe it was like a mid-level manager or something who did it
Yeah.
at Twitter, because his blue check mark was gone. But you and I are both verified, and Joe was showing up in the. So when you're
In the verified,
when
yeah.
you're verified, you have your mentions, and then it gives you another tab for verified mentions, and it's stupid and elitist, but it's basically like you can, if you want to only look at what people who are verified are saying about you. And Joe was still showing up even though he'd had his check mark removed, which means that probably whoever did it was like a mid-level person who didn't know what they were doing, because they removed him, but he was still showing up as a verified person even though he didn't have his blue check mark anymore.
Right.
So that happened.
Joe is so funny. Joe is so
Do you
funny.
know him pretty well? I don't like know him super well. We've hung out a couple times.
I mean, I'm not so close with him, but I mean we've talked a bunch in the past, and I met him here, but I'm not so close with Joe.
Yeah,
but from what I know, from what I've learned from Joe, I mean, he's got a really interesting history.
Yeah, crazy background
in the military and all that stuff, and the people that he's met, and the things he's done as a journalist.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, he's accomplished a lot. People don't know because they see him on Twitter, and he's so funny. I mean, he was just rocking Twitter. He's so funny. Like, I don't know. It was just me. Like,
yeah, he was like the king of clapback.
Yeah.
Like someone would say something, and Joe would always have the perfect one-liner, and then.
And they were always funny. Like they weren't even like, well, it didn't even. It wasn't like he wasn't even trying. It wasn't like it didn't even look like he was trying even the slightest. They were just so ridiculously funny, and just he just drags everybody in the most ridiculous way possible.
He is. Joe's a total savage. So what's weird to me though is that they removed his verification before they banned him.
Yeah, that's weird.
It doesn't, like, literally within a span of hours.
Yeah, it's like they couldn't decide. Do we want to remove his verification? And someone else is like, no, we want to remove him. And they're like, okay. So there was probably like an internal fight in Twitter, and they were like, oh, we don't know. Should we remove his verification? Should we ban him? Oh, no, you already removed the verification? No, we wanted you to ban it. Oh, fine, we'll have to do it anyway.
Part of it, I wonder, is if he had gotten a ton of internet traffic after his verification was removed.
Yeah.
And so I wonder if Twitter looked at it, and I'm just guessing, but I wonder if Twitter looked at it and they were like, he's getting so much traffic and this looks really bad for us, let's just go ahead and take him out.
Yeah.
And then he's gone.
It's really,
Meanwhile, there are multiple, like, hundreds of other accounts who have repeatedly called for violence and killing people.
There is literally this one guy who was like, now let's kill the Jews. Literally, that was his tweet.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
He got banned, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, but what's funny is that, like, there's been other accounts that have been very violent as well. So a lot of the accounts from the Covington Catholic situation, which I was involved in, and I represent my firm.
I mean, a lot of
bunch of those families, and a lot of big, like a producer at Disney who tweeted about putting these kids into the wood chipper and not. Yeah, did you see that?
No.
Yeah, he literally. So he said, I think the caption was, MAGA kids go screaming headfirst into the wood chipper.
Oh my god.
And it was this cartoon that someone had drawn of like an actual wood chipper and then like blood shooting out the end of it.
Oh my god.
And so last I checked, that dude was still on Twitter. There was another account who's a recording artist in LA who tweeted, I'm just very familiar with that particular situation because I represented those families. But there was another account, a recording artist in LA, who tweeted saying that he would give signed albums to whoever went and shot up their school. And yeah, and he's still on Twitter last time I checked. I think
That's awful.
I think he got a couple day timeout and then they gave him his account back.
God, that's insane.
But what's crazy is that Joe,
I mean, Joe tweeted nothing, like,
Yeah,
I mean, you can't even put it in the same.
right, no, it's not
Wow.
even remotely the same thing. Like, Joe was basically advocating for self-defense at
Yeah.
these Antifa events. And
Yeah, he said protect yourself.
Twitter apparently had some sort of internal kerfuffle today because they banned him, or they removed his verification and banned him. So,
That's insane.
and like, let us not forget that Laura Loomer, the original person who was banned, tweeted facts about Islam, and not even facts that people in that sect of Islam deny. This is stuff they're proud of.
I literally,
And she
like,
was banned for that.
I saw some of her videos that she made. They were so good, and it was like, I never followed Laura before that. I called her, like, I was not involved in Laura Loomer's, didn't see any of her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But literally, just when I started discovering her videos, like, the next day she got banned.
Yeah.
It was, like, right, I think it was, like, right as her videos were starting to become more shared.
But the stuff Laura had shared on Twitter that led to her being banned there and then eventually like 15 other platforms was like decidedly less controversial than anything that had ever been posted by any of these other people. So
Yeah. It is very, like, arbitrary.
it is very arbitrary, and it's like the rules only seem to be leveled at people on a particular side of the fence.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest problem. And there's probably some type of argument to be made. I mean, I believe no one should be censored, even, the people who spew hate. But there's some type of argument to be made that, well, the least you can do is really enforce the rules equally.
Right.
I don't think that's too much to ask for, but apparently it is.
Yeah. So we should go soon.
Yeah, we need to go soon. It's very late, and we need to probably put this couch in front of the door to keep Antifa out,
Yes.
and cover your windows, hide your
Go
children,
to sleep with
hide your
mace.
children,
Hide
your wives, because
Hide your
Antifa's
kids, hide
throwing
your wives.
acid on everyone.
Yes. I'm really scared. I'm scared not even for myself, because I know myself and I know that I'll be so cautious. Like, I probably won't even, like, I don't even know what I'll do. I'll just
Right.
be so scared.
Right.
And I'll probably walk there with a hazmat suit. I have these things that I'm, I'll show it to you. But
We can just give you a big tarp to keep over your head,
yeah.
and you'll be like a queen, and like you'll have all these tarp bearers who will just follow you around with this tarp over you to keep the acid off. It's sad. It's the world we live in right now. It's like we're making fun of it, but it's actually really sad.
It's really sad. It's like really being in a war zone. And so
But pray for people's safety. Pray for people
Yeah.
on the left and the right, that there's safety, that
Yeah.
that things are de-escalated, that people stay safe, and that people make wise life choices.
I'm reading your comment.
I can barely see them because I have sunglasses on.
I see your comment.
We're kind of like doing that thing where, what's the kid who did the video where he's like blocking out the haters? We're blocking out the acid.
All right.
So, good deal. All right.
Yes, praying.
So
Good night, everybody.
tell us what people need to do with your channel.
Like my video on YouTube. Felix says, what's our favorite on Palace? What's the favorite guy on Palace? Who is our favorite guy on Palace?
On Palace? Oh, because my shirt. Okay, so Palace. Palace is a skateboarding brand. But I think there might be a TV show or something about Palace, but I don't know what it is. This is just a skateboarding
Also,
brand.
Dove Altman says that Laura was banned over the Elon Omar stuff.
Right. Well,
that was the video I saw, actually, and I was like, oh, wow.
No, so Laura was actually banned. Yeah, she was banned because she sent a tweet out to Elon Omar directly that said
Now I don't remember how to say it. Elon?
that her
Ilhan.
That's right. Why are we saying Elon? It's like you said it and then I just kept going with it. Sorry, Representative Omar, if you're watching, we apologize. But anyway.
Oh yeah, we are so sorry for saying
we're so sorry. No, so Laura had tweeted a sort of like a bullet point list of things that her particular sect of Islam preaches. And they were things that are awful, but they're also not things that anyone in that particular sect of Islam actually would deny. These are things they believe. But she was banned for that. So I guess one day if you tweet out like central tenets of Christianity at someone, maybe you'll get banned. No, you won't, because you can attack Christians to get away with it. But
yeah, there's a lot you could do to Christians and get away with.
Right, but in that case, and it's funny, there was even a couple more mainstream news outlets that said that Laura, I read one just a couple months ago that said that Laura's tweet was, quote, innocuous. And so, we're really facing a period in society that we have not tried before, which is the idea that people should be allowed to forcibly silence the political dissenters, and it's not going to end well. So
yeah,
we will see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah. Saturday, it's the rally. Saturday
is the rally. You going to be live streaming at the rally?
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
do you guys want Pardes to live stream the rally?
Yeah, I mean those do well with periscopes.
Right. Yeah, I may live stream it if we're in the same place or different places. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, hopefully, if anything crazy happens, you'll see that. You'll see that on my live stream. If you're on YouTube, maybe check out Periscope for my live stream on Saturday. But if you're on Periscope, go over YouTube and subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like my video on Periscope. Heart my video, and I'll see you all tomorrow night. Felix says, who's your favorite skater on Palace?
I literally don't know. I just like the brand. I'm totally a poser, Felix. You called me out, and I love it. No, I just like some of their designs.
Good night, Alex.
All right, see y'all.
Good night, everybody.
Peace.
See you tomorrow night.
Now we have to disconnect from like 2 places.
The same time.